We have a great look at the storms coming through on time-lapse from our Sarasota Bay webcam, coming through about 2:33, dropping down rain, producing a lot of thunder and lightning. But as we move into the evening hours, things have dried up and cleared out. It should be a very pleasant evening from now on. Taking a look at the radar, there is the main front moving offshore, the main cluster of storms moving offshore. Down in Charlotte County in southern Sarasota, they had a lot of lightning from storms that came from the interior of Florida and moved over them earlier in the day, mainly about 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon. They also have now moved offshore. And the storms that came over Sarasota County took a right turn and hit Pinellas in southern Hernando County, and they are also moving offshore at this hour. So things are calming down throughout most of western Florida. 85 is the temperature, the dew point 74, humidity 69%. In our almanac, the high today was 95, 5 degrees warmer than normal. Last night's low 77. And we only got about 1/3 of an inch officially at the airport, and we still have a considerable deficit going on as we move in deeper into our rainiest part of the year. The hurricane season remains quiet across the Atlantic. We did have those storms back in earlier May, but that's shut off since then. And the Bermuda High has been blocking development of storms out in the Atlantic because it's creating a strong trade wind across the Atlantic. But I think this is the week that Bermuda High begins to weaken, and that could allow the storms to develop and as they move across the Atlantic toward the Caribbean, become more intense. And some computer models have kind of indicated that may happen in about 10 days' time to a week. We'll keep you posted and close eye on that. But right now, the Caribbean is dry and mild, the same for the Gulf of Mexico, although we do have record warmth here. Should any storms form, they could just develop very quickly with those record warm Gulf water temperatures. The big weather news today, you'll probably hear more on the national news, is a potentially deadly heat wave caused by high pressure anchored in the Midwest. Now, this is a kind of heat wave that can last a while, although it's probably going to come in pulses as the jet stream wobbles up against it for the next 2-3 weeks. But it could cause possible crop damage, put the region into a drought from where they had floods just a few months ago. And it's a lot like the deadly heat wave of 1995 that killed hundreds of people in Chicago, and also the 1980 heat wave that just went on and on and on. I was working at the ABC affiliate in Dallas, Texas during that 1980 heat wave, and this is me plotting some of the 144 days where the temperature was over 100 degrees, and sometimes it was over 110. It was just brutal. I came home to Sarasota in the middle of this heat wave to cool off in July. Well, it looks like that heat wave is not going to last nearly as long, the one forming. I don't know where this guy went, but let's say goodbye to him. Seriously, though, we have really dangerous heat developing right in the Midwest. Tomorrow, 104. The actual temperature, the temperature for the heat index is going to be 110 or more. It's going to be a very dangerous time right on through Saturday as the heat gets stronger and stronger. Taking a look at our RPM computer forecast for Florida, we can't complain about the heat because we have the afternoon thunderstorms that cool things off. They will not be getting that in the Midwest. You can see our afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms will prevail right on through the weekend. And here's our 7-day outlook showing the chance tomorrow is 60%, the same on Saturday. Sunday, perhaps a little less chance of thunderstorms, but as we move into next week, this same pattern, which I kind of like, will persist right on through at least next Thursday.